This video is actually something that needs to be put up, I would say a few days ago. And I wanted to hold it up until further developments, but now I just can't. These are the reasons why I left MDS clan. Now, during this video, I'm not gonna rage like an 8-year-old or threaten someone. For the record, I have excellent memorization skills when I have conversations with people. So, take it as a compliment, an insult, or a way to improve. I could care less. I'm not here to compromise, have a discussion, or consolidate anything. These are the reasons why I left MDS clan. So it actually began with the arguments about the filming of Mythbusters. So I wanted to quit, and the both of us were angry. The argument itself was not the reason why I left. Sure, later arguments proved and escalated my reasons, but we will get on with that later. Now, before the time Reach came out, I disrespect Glenn for the lols, and at one point, he demanded respect, and I did actually give it to him. However, from there on, he did nothing but lose that respect. First off, Glenn has a weed problem. Sure, he can get off the stuff, but the fact is, he won't. Now, I would have no problem if someone smoked weed, but have you experienced that every 2 to 3 nights a stoner calls you up on Steam and I had to listen to their childish babble being nice to them? Even when I told them to stop several times, he continued. And when I refer to saying stoner, I mean he's acting like an idiot with the weed as an excuse. Second, he's a liar. Let me mark the several examples why I call him a liar. Remember that contest a few weeks ago that I sponsored for him, with a free month code at hand? Well, he only put up 2 prizes. One recon armor code, which was the only legitimate prize in the whole contest. The other was a used code, so people would think that, or tricked into thinking that someone already took the code. So yeah. And and the biggest prize, he kept the 3-month code for himself, which he still uses to... Let's see here. You say on Steam that the Reach Mythbusters was trash, yet weeks before you had a completely different attitude. Tell me, were you lying, or were you just mad, bro? Oh, and by the way, nice job on episode 3. It totally doesn't have any of DTH's myths, or obvious ones. Believe me, I've looked. I would say more about it, but since Nar's still on MDS, I won't say any more. Third, during that argument, I learned something. I realized that I wasn't a friend of yours. I was an associate, a replaceable entity. When I decided to quit filming, it didn't take you long, if I'm counting it correctly, around a minute, to rely on the CW films, whom I'm associated with now. And I don't really have a problem with that, actually. When I left, there was no thanks for all the help I'd done, all that I helped you out with, nothing for defending you, and barely any gain for me. I did create some of the projects myself, only under your name. Oh, but what about the 44 subs that you gave me? Oh, great. Nothing really happened after that. I just hit another fucking plateau. Woohoo. Excuse me. In fact, the only ones who seemed to care to watch my videos was the people who were actually helping out with the series. You think I could go back after an argument like that and act friendly with a person like that? Think again. Fourth, you are an arrogant SOB. I'm not sure if you were trolling or serious sometimes. You've tried putting yourself above others, especially me, by your popularity. You won't listen to criticism in your commentaries, and I don't mean by my insults or sarcastic comments. I'm talking about your mechanical tone that I hear through the majority of your videos. You're an insensitive bastard. That's why you fucked up with Woody. The apology, even though I know what you said, not what everyone else you thinks you said. The problem is, you don't really understand about sensitive issues. You never even say bloody sorry for the whole video. Not to mention, putting down trolls laughing about your race and me laughing at your failures, when you've laughed about making death threats to children, or, as you said, you really have no legitimate position to be putting down others. I think that's about it. Wait. Oh, right. Your attack, as you call it. Yeah, it's kind of pathetic with a person with, what's it now, over 5,000 subs, can only get one fan to follow his orders. I mean, it says a lot about you and the relationship with your audience. And the excuse for someone taking it seriously is a fucking cover-up for another failed attempt. Funny though. I played so many games with our fans, well, your fans now, in full lobbies that I think MDS has had a fan game already several times over. You just couldn't come. Now, a few things I want to clarify. First, I do consider myself, like everyone else, a critic. A troll is someone who likes to fuck with people. And in this case, I have been trolling you, but with reasonable intentions. And I actually only did around 2 to 3 times, maybe 4. Compared to your statement of all of them, I mean, really? Really? I smell exaggeration. In fact, I smell so much exaggeration, I see it so much in your comments, that it just bends the truth. And for the note, I didn't betray MDS. I just got sick of you. If it weren't for Nar, I would have told DTH a few things, even further discrediting your videos, but I didn't. So you can thank me for that, at least. Your truth is a distorted vision displaced by your ego and assumptions. In your ironic words, you need to grow up. Say that to my face, only and only when I'm holding up a mirror in my hand, because you act like the stereotypical 14-year-old. So please, do any attempt to counter this, though it will seemingly fail in the end like a lot of other things. But know this, and only this. I can't stay mad at you. No matter what you do, I just can't. You're such a cute bastard.